laps of the Circuit de la Sarthe until we crown our world champion then. The tension is in the air, and we are underway. The honours, the World Championship in the Nations Cup. Takuma Miyazono is the World Champion. And that plays host to our Manufacturers Series race today. A track which really does need no introduction, but as you can see, we'll give it one anyway. 5.8 kilometres in that figure of 8 layout, lots of tight way. 2 groups of 6 here. Test Neto, the Brazilian driver, the first to head out onto the track. He is in. That is your final qualifying order. Ryota Kokubun takes the spoils.
Today is the first of our 4 World Series events.
On a pole position in the Mazda. Alongside him in the Honda NSX is a Valerio Gallo, the Italian. Row 2 is headed by the Chilean Angel Inostroza for Porsche. And he has got Manuel Troncoso for company in the Lamborghini Huracan. Then on row 3, it's Vincenzo Neto, the Brazilian driver, the first of 2 Brazilians. He's competing for Audi this year with Takuma Miyazono, with Subaru, our 2020 Manufacturers Series World Champions in P6. Lucas Bonelli for Mercedes-Benz lines up in P7. And alongside him is the second of the Chileans, Nicolas Rubilar, once again for Team BMW. Team Toyota finished second in 2020. They line up down in 9th place with Adriano Carrazza behind the wheel. Tatsuhiro Kato in the Ford GT lines up in P10. Donovan Parker completes the final row of the grid, or heads the final row of the grid, and completing that is Alex Lee for Citroen, who, of course, as we know, had a very difficult day at the office when it came down to qualifying. Also following suit, but it is the Japanese driver for the Japanese manufacturer.
Difference there, the grip as Troncoso goes up the inside now of the Dunlop curve. Slots by up, he goes, thank you very much, says Neto, try. Have a look, goes up the inside there, does Gallo at the inside 130 good place to take it, and Kokubun slips off, lets him through, doesn't want to go side. Neto dips up the inside of Lucas Bonelli. They're going to run side by side now as Bonelli takes to the AstroTurf on the inside to try and extend the corner, but Neto's got the shortest line back up to 6th place, but you can see now.
Very close behind the cut down the back straight in towards 130. He lifts off, thinks better of it. They're all running nose to tail through the left-hander, and that's sensible there for him, but he's going to try and send it on the brakes. A Dandare move. Miyazono doesn't hold up much of a charge, and now it is Neto in the Audi up in the P5 now. With Neto right at the gearbox of the Porsche driver into the hairpin we go. Is it going to be a send on the brakes? It certainly is. Much more grip with the soft tyre. Side by side they run. Nato on the inside, Inostroza on the outside. The 2 German men. Isn't it really? Let's have a look and see what happens. So let's go in toward 130. He's going to clip the grass on the outside here over the white line. He was lucky the car didn't rotate round on him through there, because you're right on the ragged edge of adhesion through that corner. Kokubun there picking up a half-second penalty as a result of that. Meanwhile, Gallo's
to Gallo at the front of the field. Oh, he's on the curve. Oh, he's round. So, what's on 360, 720 nearly, and almost collects Troncoso as well. Oh, you can see the frustration there in his face as he tries to get. Oh, Nate by now, given that he's the lead medium runner. We've seen some people come into the pits. It's Miyazono just chucks one up the inside of Valerio Gallo. That's the tyre advantage there, Tom. Easier to get by to the outside as Gallo actually defends the inside, but he's just going to drive by in that Porsche. Has the run, passing.
Position is he is not looking like a heavy buddy at all. Now he's about to get done over by Lucas Bonelli. His fellow countrymen side by side they go in towards the hairpin. The Mercedes on the inside, the Audi on the outside, and now it's from tyre. But the crucial question is, where is he going to merge in relation to Manuel Troncoso? Out of the pit lane he comes. Where is the Lamborghini? Too much amongst one another. Try and kind of work together to close that gap down. But Inostroza is going to try for the podium position side by side.
He has to go for a late lunge there. He was almost caught out by the Lamborghini being so slow into there. That's going to actually open it up now to attack from Miyazono behind. But we know that poor little
into the Daimlers. I don't think an opportunity is going to present itself into there, but certainly into the hairpin for the Chilean driver could be the place for him to get himself up into 2nd position. Hairpin puts him on the back foot. Here comes Miyazono with a send down the inside. That's a late move there from the Japanese driver. He runs side by side with Inostroza in towards the right-hander.
Now Troncoso all the way around the outside there. Kokubun is forced wide, and Inostroza follows him through, and Miyazono. So Kokubun loses 3 places in one corner there. And will Inostroza go for the inside? He does. He goes at the inside, coming down a T1. Troncoso there, and he lets him by. That's interesting. So I think that he can't compete with him right now. And Inostroza That's worked out.
And he surely has got this one sewn up, so it's all about the battle then for second position. Down the back straight we go, in towards 130R. Inostroza will lead the field through, followed by Troncoso, followed by Ryota Kokubun, then in towards the chicane we go. Troncoso onto the curve, onto the outside and spins it round. That's a disaster for Manuel Troncoso. He spins it out of second place, goes tumbling down the order, hands it on a plate to Ryota Kokubun then. Kokubun ahead of Miyazono, two Japanese drivers on the podium, and Manuel Troncoso then will come over the line down in P6. What a disaster!
I tell you, he won't be frustrated. Angel Inostroza, what a race from the Porsche driver.
Oh, well, I think we've just about gotten our breath back from then. So Angel Inostroza for Team Porsche takes the win in round one of the World Series ahead of Mazda's Ryota Kokubun and Subaru's Takuma Miyazono. Lucas Bonelli for Mercedes inside the top four, and Toshiro Kato, quite race he had, but finished in P5 for Ford.
Yeah, I mean, you'd be happy with that, but oh, well, fifth.